Nakakapangilabot ang kanilang mga kwento. Front and center of these narratives are the systemic sexual abuse of women and children in the hands of this man that they call pastor. And no, these are not crimes of the past for which we are holding Apollo Quiboloy to account. This is an ongoing offense. Patuloy na nangyayari. The abuse of women and children is taking place as we speak under the auspices of the kingdom of Jesus Christ. Habang ating isa-celebrate ang kapanganakan ng sanggol na si Jesus, mayroong mga batang sinasaktan sa ngalan ng kingdom of Jesus Christ. Ang aking opisina po ay kumausap mismo sa mga naging biktima ni Quiboloy. Nakausap ng opisina ko si Elias Jackson, 15 years old, noong na-recruit siya kasama ang kanyang pamilya. Hindi natin alam, may malagim pala na sinasapit yung mga batang di masyadong nakakadilihensya ng malaki sa paglilimos. Sila po ay pinapalo, 20 lashes, 50 lashes, 100 lashes. May isa pang nagkwento, pinapaddle din daw. I am in possession of testimonies to that effect. He was just a child, Mr. President. They were all just children. Mr. President, madami pa po kaming nakausap na naging dahilan kung bakit naging buo ang desisyon ko na isalang itong isyung ito sa ating Kamara. These patterns and practices are persisting as we speak and sustaining his other criminal activities. Hindi lang po sa Pilipinas ang mga krimeng ito, kundi sa iba't ibang bahagi ng mundo. The international breadth of Apollo Quiboloy's criminal activities is truly astounding. Let us end this outrage, Mr. President. Let us save those children. Let us hold space for the victims who cower in silence and live in fear, and hope that they find their voice and their power.